Hey guys, it is Brooke with the Junk Parlor. Guess where I am? I just pulled into Cheer Flea Market. Let's go. All right, who knows what this is? Pretty sure it's a 4-hole outhouse seat. Very well worn. I really like this piece. I wish I had room for it. It's nice and tall, so it'd be a good work table. Looks like they cut off probably the male slots that went on top. This bookcase, you can tell it was a built-in. You got a notch there. Probably an electric outlet down there. Now this is interesting. $8. It's basically folded wire and then beaded wire over it to make a cross. Okay, same booth, another interesting cross. Some like hammered aluminum. Got some upholstery tacks, a pop tab. It's very lightweight, so definitely dried out wood. So interesting. We had this set. Say very cool. What you need to do is just wear this thing, and that'll definitely get people's attention.
People like them, but that ain't my thing. I like fish.
Oh yeah?
I got a lot of fish mounts. I don't mount them myself.
Right.
I
Pick them up already. This is a huge ball, and then these little bottles are awesome. This one actually says essential oils. This big pair made me think of Reissued. So I came over to look at this butter press because I was thinking maybe these were the mini butter presses that I collect, but it's not, and it's covered with fabric. Whoops, and they have 2 of them. Tell me down in the comments what these are. Are they cookie presses? Something else? And then this is kind of interesting. They did little, what are those? Pipe cleaners for their thimbles. Here's a different kind of jar grabber. It's a good invention. Okay, what is going on here? What would this have been from? It's like a bottle brush tree.
No, not crazy, but
It's like snow-covered edging. Very interesting.
it's funny.
So I've been on the hunt for something to put above the stairs, and seeing this clock is making me think maybe I should do a collection of brass clocks. Oh my, this is so cute. Great colors, chippy paint. This is a fun piece they've made. Somebody had a Jack Sprat collection. This is just some of it. And a Monarch collection. Not sure what this is. The best for your stick. What is this apparatus? Oh, I didn't know it was you guys. That's cool. I would have never guessed correctly, but okay, I can hardly look at the camera because the sun is bright at this moment. Pretty much it has been overcast all day. I put sunblock on at 5 in the morning and that's been it. So no idea how burnt I am. Surely my face is not burnt because I've had the hat on. My phone died, so I didn't get to videotape a whole lot today, but I am excited to show you my haul. This couple always has super cute things. They either stripped those or did new wood. And then this workbench reminds me of one that I sold. That was my grandma's. And this one has sold as well. This one's a little bit wider, but basically built literally the exact same way, which is crazy. Crazy how that happens. Oh, check out the green. All sealed up, which some people like and some people don't. I love the outside. This cabinet even has its sticker. Bread and pastry cabinet. Oh man, look who I ran into. My favorite people, Dori and Brandon. The only time I get to see them in person is when we're at Cheer Flea Market. Now this isn't long enough, but I love it. And I think this has inspired me to do a butcher block, have my neighbor cut it down to size, because you can buy like at Home Depot the wider ones, and then cut it like this and have 2 shelves. I need it longer than this, but have these be the shelving pieces for the basement. That's the game plan anyway. And I love the color of this bike. Okay, this dealer didn't want me to videotape him, but he showed me how it works. So basically this centerpiece pops up, allowing you to unfold all of these table corners. So the round table then becomes a square table. So unique. And the base is beautiful. I've just never seen anything like it. So let me know down below if you've seen a table like this. Okay, why does it always seem like when you come back from someplace, it takes twice as long as it does to get there? That's how it felt on the way home from Cheer. Back home, got my glasses on because my contacts were so dry and irritated. And then luckily I came home. Hubby had hamburgers fresh off the grill, so I ate as well. But I wanted to show you my haul. We're doing it now as soon as I get home because this weekend we are getting hardwood floors installed. And these guys kind of do it on the side. So it's installed this weekend, and then next weekend they're gonna stain polyurethane, sand, all that kind of stuff. The house is in massive disarray, as I have shared on social and here in videos. Everything from the main floor is basically crammed down or will be crammed down into the basement. So for sanity's sake, I wanted to get this done as soon as possible. And I will be having a Facebook Live sale on Sunday at 7 p.m. That's August 6th. And the day before, August 5th, I have a website restock. So I am doing a monthly sale now, and it is always the first Sunday of the month, with the day before being a website restock. So if you are interested in any of these things, just comment below, ask me for a price and details, pictures, whatever you need, and we can get that taken care of. Otherwise, watch my Facebook Live on Sunday at 7 o'clock. Lighting in here in the truck in the garage is not obviously the best, but that's okay. We are going to make it work. So I don't even know where to start. Let's go here. So I picked this one. She actually had an oil and vinegar. They matched, but they look completely different because this one is all crazed and crackled, and the other one was like perfect and hadn't aged at all. It's so weird to me how things do that. This is made in Germany. I don't know what that other stamp is. Mosca, maybe? Mosk something. But you know, you have a lid on something and it stains or doesn't stain, and then the body of a piece does the opposite. It makes no sense. So got that little egg strainer. I got this neat tea strainer. I just really liked the look of it. And then another little tea strainer. This one, a lot of times they have like you press it and it opens. This one you have to physically open, but really probably what sold me on it is just the coloring. And then this little guy, I just couldn't pass up because he's a rusty crusty. Spray it with some clear coat. We are good to go. And then this is probably like a trivet with the candlesticks, maybe not. I am picturing using it kind of like as a riser. So you've got these swans or ducks with the candlesticks on them. And I did grab on the guy's table a plate and put here. So you could do a plate or a bowl in here. I think it's gonna make a great riser, very pretty. This I actually saw last time I was there, and so it was still there. I really like it. It's some kind of, it's a masher obviously, but it goes in something. And so I grabbed that. I did get a couple clocks today. Here is one of those. This actually says Avon at the bottom. It has the milk glass look. I don't know officially how you can tell the difference between milk glass and just white glass, but I thought it was a cute little raised pedestal soap dish. And then lots of vendors, I felt like today had collections of things. So one guy had like 50 million frog things, Steve, and then another guy, he had tons of McCoy, Hager, Roseville pottery. So he had bought a ladies collection that was moving. This one is a black swan vase, I guess, but it is stamped McCoy. So I was excited about that. They really didn't have anything green, and you know me and green, so I was a little bit disappointed, but oh well. I got another little McCoy bamboo planter, which I've had quite a few of these, and I can hardly even read to show you which way the marking is. And then this money box is a nice big size. It is pretty much stripped on two sides, so it's silver. But I think this one is gonna be big enough that I can stack some smaller ones on top of it that I already have. Another McCoy planter that guy had that I grabbed was this yellow one. You know, I really had to pick and choose. Basically, if you got one, it was one price. If you got three, it was a better price. So of course I tried to pick three out. Another clock, and I didn't even realize it, but these pretty much, well, maybe, I was gonna say color coordinate. They're kind of tan, creamy color. This wooden lid has broke at some point. Looks like it's been glued, but I just liked it. It kind of looks like a little powder dish, and I got a powder dish this time, and I just like wood things. So I went ahead and grabbed that. And then I also got one very similar, but this one is brass and bigger. But again, a very like shallow dish. It would look great stacked on some books. This, I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's probably some kind of socket holder maybe, or is it sockets? Yeah, socket holder I think is what I'm wanting to say. But these you can put other things in. So feathers, hat pins even, because at the very, very bottom are some smaller holes. Good for displaying, you know, put pencils or pens, or I got quite a few funnels because I want to have these ready for Christmas time, and funnel trees. These two actually nest well together. Then you can set those on top of like candlestick holders, brass or wood. And then this, I don't know why it called my name. We were talking, a group of us were talking on Instagram, just commenting on our posts about fall, and hello, this tulip picture definitely screams fall. So it's not marked, but I did look it up. Not gonna remember what it said per se, but it is gorgeous and it is nice and big, and it called my name for whatever reason. This is one of those things like, Brooke, you probably shouldn't have bought this. Why did you get this? But this was from a shop in Ottumwa. They've been setting up at the flea market. And when I lived in Centerville, I would go over to Ottumwa and try and hit up his shop as much as I could. These I just thought were different. So these are ceramic. I think, you know, like the Christmas trees are Holland. These I think are Duncan is what they were, which actually I think it says on here. 1975 Duncan ceramic prod ink. But these are Christmas tree bookends, or Christmas tree. These are tree bookends. I just thought they were very neat. And you know what it makes me think of? So growing up, we read the Giving Tree book. If you haven't read that book and you have kids or grandkids, you definitely need to do that. But for whatever reason, these little bookends remind me of that. This is a little red bait box, and it still opens. It doesn't spin the best. It's got a little bit of tension on it, I think, from the rust, but I really liked it. And someone bedazzled this cheese box. They put some wallpaper in there, painted it silver, added this beautiful hinge, and even the lid has like a little edge to it. But it says Kraft Cream Cheese. So beautiful little piece. Pretty hinges here on the back. That one's got wire because the screws must have stripped out. It doesn't look like it maybe is original, but I still like it. This goose just called my name. It's just on some kind of flexible metal. And yes, you do know me in green. So these canisters, the little polka dot was so cute. It's just a set of 2, which is okay. And then inside, I got something else at this booth. Oh, another planter. This one is not marked, but to me, it looks kind of like a brush McCoy. So we'll see what the research results in. If you know this pattern, please tell me down in the comments, which it looks like it has probably too much sheen to be brush, but it still could be a McCoy vase. Okay, I just unloaded something, unwrapped the paper, and guess what? You should be so surprised that Brooke missed a huge break. In my defense, this was located in a dark Morton building, so we're just gonna go with that. I looked at these first thing in the morning. I didn't get them, they weren't priced, and then I went ahead and picked them up. I just think they would look super cute sitting in my windowsill. And then you can put little hat pins in there if you want to display. Neither one of them has the stopper, which doesn't bother me. The biggest bother is this freaking break. But oh well, if I end up keeping them myself, that's fine. If someone else doesn't mind the break, that's fine too. You know me in green. These have a black plastic, I'm pretty sure, shaker lid, but I liked the green salt and peppers. We have a little white soap dish. This one is actually Shenango, Newcastle is the stamp. This is, I thought maybe a studio pottery piece, but now I don't think so. I can't read. I want to say Garrison, but that's probably not even anything. Canyon. This little candle holder. The stamp is here on the handle. So I'm not sure who that maker mark is, but I can do a little bit of research on that. And then an Avon, which is full, which I was really worried about it leaking, because if you know what old vintage perfume smells like, I don't care what brand it is, it's so disgusting. But this will be cute for Christmas. I grabbed a couple of architectural salvage pieces. These can go on top of a window, a door, a picture frame. You can add little nails to it and hang your jewelry, whatever tricks your trigger. So that is one of them, and it still has the nails in it. And this is another one. So both little petite things. Then I have this made in Japan bisque doll. I was gonna draw a blank on what these things are called, but these are cute. One of my mystery junk box girls, when I used to do that all the time, she loved those things. I do have a client or a customer who really likes unique chairs. She likes small ones. I'm not sure this is going to be small enough for her. Might not be her style, but I just thought it was weird. It was worth a little bit of money just to get it because it's different and not like something everyone else has. This I grabbed. It's an old, what are they called? Anniversary clocks. Probably, and this is like a big tip I've shared on a lot of videos. Buy these for cheap at the thrift store, an antique store, whatever, for the cloche. Just use the glass cloche. Throw the rest of this away. Or you can unscrew these parts and have this be the base for your cloche. Or this one, someone took out the clock parts and face. I can put a little nest in there, some Spanish moss in there. I can cut a mirror. People who are very artsy, I've seen them do like decoupage, little dioramas in there. Kind of going along with the clock theme, I got a couple clock faces. This one does have a little bit of rust at the bottom, but again, rust does not bother me. This one was kind of a weird shape, but I got it too. Collection of 3 hanging on the wall would look super cute. These are some kind of lamp piece. I can't remember if I still have some of these or if I sold them, but what I really like to suggest for these is that they will hold, and I don't have anything round, but they will hold anything round. So Christmas is coming, you put your Christmas ornament on it. You have a pool ball collection, or like you collect the cue ball, or you collect all 14s or something. You can set a ball, a croquet ball, a pool ball, whatever, on here, and that makes a little holder. That's one thing you can do. There's like a million things you can do with a little piece like this, but I grabbed those. And then I did get 3 more funnels. So let's see, that silver one needs a little spacer in between it. So you could do something like that. Actually, I think these, kind of the same thing. So I'd probably just leave the 3 little ones together, but you get the idea. For my built-ins, I am needing some cup holes. Now, I don't really want to buy new ones. I know the reproductions, it's not like they look bad. They look fine, but I would prefer to get old ones. So this one has the little nameplate with it. I don't care if they have nameplates or not. I'm almost to the point where I'm going to do different ones, like maybe have an assortment. I'm not sure, but I grabbed this drawer because I would spend that much on a new pole. for what I paid for the drawer. And probably in the meantime, I will sell the drawer too if somebody wanted it. So I got 2 matching of those. Ideally, I would have really liked to have gotten the original cabinet. Okay, you know my love of green. You know I like first aid kits. You know I suggest hanging them on the wall. If you watch my home tour of Not a Minimalist, he has some of these on in one of his bathrooms. It's super cute. And he is not even the first person that I saw do this. But here is another one. And these are going to look so good together. I can't even show you all 3 at once. But you got 1, 2. And then this one actually would hang tall, skinny way. But look at that. This one also is awesome inside. So if you had it in a spot where you could keep it open, you totally could. You got your little shelf here, do a vintage bottle collection, and then you have a little drop down spot so you can do a shelf, a little display right there. So super cute. And green, all nested together, will look wonderful. And then this is totally my style with the mauve and purple flowers. But I got it, of course, for the horn. So we'll just tear all that off and throw it away. The last tote, this was the very first thing that I bought, was just this red hinged tin. I know it's not green, but people like red for Christmas. I got this Santa tin. It just really spoke to me. I typically do not get tins like this. And since I got Santa, the same girl had this poinsettia fruitcake, so I grabbed that. Let's move this before I break it. I have had one of these before, probably a long, long time ago when I first started selling. This one does have one big break. Some of these little tree ends, like there's a little break on one, a little break, a little break. I mean, we're talking a little break. We're talking the tips is broken. But for like a big portion, this one, which you can't see, this one right here is broken. But what happens is these thread together and they hold your Christmas ornaments. And the nice thing about it is that it folds to transport it. Now, I don't think I have it pushed in there all the way, but you get the idea. And now we just need to be careful that we don't blow that over and break it. All right, a little money piggy bank globe, even has the bottom to it. A cute silver pitcher. It kind of has the pewter look to it, but it is, I'm pretty sure, silver. Just has like a spider web and a W in it is what it looks like. Maybe a star in the center of that spider web. Got some fake eggs because I am out of them. Got fake greenery because I thought it looked pretty dang real, and who doesn't need some fake greenery? Got this little patrol. It's got greenery stuck to it. I mean, it's just wanting a Christmas tree on there. And there's a boat, a plastic boat some kid shoved in there. I got some receipt holders. Here's one. It has a huge base. And again, if you watch my channel, you know I say the same things over and over again sometimes. But if you're new to my channel, then this is going to be a great idea. I thought I had a third one. Here it is. So I got 3. They all have different bases. But you can, I have a DIY on the blog where you cut little square pieces of paper and you pyramid them, you nest them. So you start big and you get smaller, smaller, smaller. Looks like a Christmas tree. You take those tall, skinny ornaments, you turn them upside down, and here becomes a stand for it. Just most recently, I took some collars, and if they're starched well, you can just like stab this in between the collar and the part that attaches to the shirt and it holds it like it's floating in air. Loved this piece. This one actually does have the lid, but you can take it off if you want. Again, it would be great holding a tree, holding a bunch of feathers. And then this one is pretty much the same, but this one does not have the lid. Got a whole bunch of keys, skeleton keys. This one is cool. It even says 41 on it. I do have a lot of skeleton keys currently, so if you are interested in a skeleton key, then just let me know. They're 5 each. We have this scotch tin. Here's that little wooden powder. So I used to have my grandma's, I sold it. But this little powder just is pretty much the same exact thing, and it spoke to me. And then I've been getting a lot of rolling pins to make a Christmas tree, and then I sold some of them. So now I'm I think I have most of them in my sale for the ones that I have left in my sale for Sunday. And then remember how I said a lot of the vendors had things that obviously somebody collected? So I picked out a couple frogs that I liked. Not so sure about the marble eyes. I think they're a little scary. But I liked the coloring on it and the shape, and they're the same size. This one says 1976 and has an H on it. This one says oak balm. That's what it looks like. And it says in handwriting 1989. But anyway, I just thought these were cute and I grabbed them. The rest of the frog stuff, not so much my style. Look at all these Christmas tree pieces that I got. 4, because you can take them and put them in like a thing like this. I would probably pick a different color personally than silver, since they are silver, but you can put them in there. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you enjoyed my little haul today, my trip to Watch Here. I love Watch Here. I will be going back again in October. So if you see me when you are there, please be sure to say hi. Hey, I totally dropped the ball when we were at Watch Here Flea Market because I met Junk to be Loved Missy while I was at Watch Here Flea Market. She was videotaping too. So you need to be sure and go over and follow her, subscribe to her channel if you are not already, and watch her Watch Here videos. She goes every time too, I think, and does videos every time. So then you can kind of see her view and my view and the different things that we pick up, because any flea market, Watch Here especially, there is something for everyone. All right, see you next time.